we race. Superstar from Kirill Kutskov, confident as he sweeps around the outside, and the 3-3-4 Birilat will lead down into turn 2 for the first time. Ditiev glued to the back bumper of the Birilat with the championship leader. An intelligent start from Alexander Bondarev goes through in position 3. Lucas Fluxa, or Flusha, depending if we're speaking Spanish or Catalan, the round 2 winner in the 303 Kart Republic, drops back to position 5, tucked in behind Anatoly Kavalkin, who sweeps around the outside. There's contact further back in the pack. Matveev gets involved. That may well be at the end of his championship. Matveev is in trouble. He's made contact at the hairpin at the far part of the circuit. Yannick Sharovsky slips by. Guillaume Boutsar moves up a place as he heads the Brit Nathan Tai. Kirill Kutskov comes across the line for the first time. That is Anatoly Kavalkin, the former WSK Final Cup champion. Kavalkin in P4 behind Bondarev, ahead of Yannick Sharovsky. Matveev back to 8. He's in trouble as he fights off the energy cart of Martin Molnar. Kirill Kutskov with the race lead, being hounded by Kirill Ditiev. The Ward Racing Tony Kart in second place. Bondarev in P3. The race settles into a rhythm. The order at the bottom of your screen as Ditiev sends it down the far part of the circuit, but Kutskov closes the door. Kirill, confident as ever in the Birilat, looking to stand on the top step of the podium. Alexander Bondarev does not need to win the final here this afternoon to become the WSK Supermaster Series champion. Ditiev in second place. He was in third place last week at La Conca. He's being hounded by the championship leader. The Vortex, powered Lando Norris kart behind the Vortex. Powered Tony Kart from Ward Racing pushes the TM-powered Birilat, but Kutskov does not flinch. There's Kavalkin, fastest driver on the circuit. At this early stage of the race, he's up into P4 with a 55.934, just ahead of Yannick Sharovsky, Guillaume Boutsar, Nathan Tai, and Dmitry Matveev down in position 8. Ditiev, this time, confidently makes the send, and he's through into the lead for Ward Racing. Into the grass goes Boutsar, the driver from Luxembourg for Koski Motorsport. Loses time badly. Nathan Tai goes by, and the Brits up into P5. Ditiev under pressure, but he's got the race lead. Bondarev pushing him, looking to go 2 in a row here at Sarno. Frightening speeds down here in turn 1. At top speed, 127 k's an hour. 125 last time for Kirill Ditiev. 1, 2, 3. It is Ditiev, Bondarev, Kavalkin, and Yannick Sharovsky. He's coming. The 3-1-3 Tony Kart of the pole ahead of Kutskov. The pole sitter back to P5. There's Nathan Tai in the background ahead of Dmitry Matveev, Len Nice. He's up into P8 from grid 13 as Alexander Bondarev looks over his shoulder. And Anatoly Kavalkin makes the move and goes through to position 2 in the 3-4-0 Paralin. Bondarev gets turned around. Bondarev is out. A sensation here at Sarno. Bondarev has been turned around. Kirill Kutskov is off in the grass. Bondarev, Alexander, is desperately trying to restart. Kirill Ditiev has got a lead from Kavalkin. Kutskov's gone through. In fact, it was the other Birilat that he's come together with. Bondarev restarts off screen. He's half a lap behind. Alexander Bondarev, a sensation here on the 5th lap of the final. The championship leader comes across the line only now as the leaders are going through the far part of the circuit. That is Kutskov. He's come together. Bondarev, that is. There's the virtual championship. He will still take the title. Bondarev is down in 34th and second to last position. Would you believe who's running 35th and last? It's none other than the round 1 winner, last year's WSK Supermaster Series champion in the mini category, Rene Lammers. Kutskov now under pressure from the 3-1-3 Tony Kart of the pole. Yannick Sharovsky, what a sensation here at Sarno. We are watching Bondarev. We are keeping one eye on the virtual championship as we start lap 6 of 13. There's Sharovsky, turns around. Right behind him is Matveev. So Kirill Ditiev now moves into second in the series. We'll display for you in just a moment the virtual championship. Bondarev comes across the line in position 34, praying for some retirements here this afternoon. Ditiev with the race lead. Kavalkin in second, and there is Kutskov, who's being hounded by Yannick Shirovsky. Matveev tie in P6. Bondarev comes across the line only now. Wow, a sensation here at Sarno. As it stands, he would still take the title by 25 points, but that's assuming Ditiev takes the victory. A nice move there by Yannick Shirovsky. Goes by and retakes the place. He's losing time, though, as the leaders go through. Kirill Ditiev, Anatoly Kavalkin, Kirill Kutskov, and Dmitry Matveev. Nathan Ty up into position 5. The Brit in the 322 Soddy kart. He finished third in the WSK Champions Cup. The British driver for the French team. There is Nathan in the Soddy kart Sigma. He gets a good run on Dmitry Matveev, but good horsepower from the one engines. Tony kart for Koski Motorsport. And Dmitry, the fastest qualifier on Friday, remember. Holds him off for the moment. Yannick Shirovsky back to 6 ahead of Len Nies. Great drive from Miguel Costa. Forza Guel, the Brazilian-American from Monte Carlo, inside the top 10. In this world-class field of 79 drivers, Nathan Ty, as Dmitry Matveev goes in so deep under brakes, almost misses the apex, and Nathan gets the run. Down into turn 1, will he pull out? There is no space, they barely lift. Down into turn 1, watch into turn 2. Kirill Ditiev defends from Anatoly Kavalkin. Dmitry Matveev, the WSK Supermaster Series champion in 60 Mini 2 seasons ago. 55.516, a 5.01 for Nathan Ty. He's the fastest driver on the circuit. We are well into the second half of this final. Anatoly Kavalkin just sits there behind Kirill Ditiev. It is the Ward Racing driver, the Vortex-powered Tony kart, who finished in position 3 last week at La Conca. What a sensation here. Alexander Bondarev has just gone by in position 34. He's still circulating. Half a lap behind, a sensation in the early stages of the final, the junior final here at Sarno, as we watch Nathan simultaneously, Kavalkin on the back of Ditiev. Kutskov is losing time, the pole sitter in the Pirolar back to P5 from Shirovsky Costa. Guadish, who was third at Lonato in round 2 of the Supermaster Series for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. A nail-biting finish, not only to decide the round here at Napoli, but the 2022 WSK Supermaster Series final. Elliot Kaczynski goes purple, but the Swede is down in 17th place behind Alfie Slater and Marcus Sata. Settle in, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a nail-biting final. The virtual championship to the bottom right of the screen. If Ditiev takes the victory, he will finish second by 25 points by virtue of Alexander Bondarev still circulating, but down in 34th place. Praying for retirements, but from this 36 kart world-class field, the only driver to stop is the Italian Emanuele Olivieri. There's Nathan Ty on the back of the pole sitter, Dmitry Matveev. Position 4, a step off the podium. He'd love to stand on it again this afternoon. Nathan Ty, third in the WSK Champions Cup, second year in WSK international competition. Kirill Kutskov, P5. It does not look as though the pole sitter will stand on the podium this afternoon. Kirill Ditiev so close last week. And he's in P1 looking for a maiden WSK Supermaster Series junior victory. Three laps remaining at the end of this one for the Ward Racing driver. There's Nathan still stuck at position off the podium. Kirill Kutskov in the background. And Kavalkin's losing time. The gap is out to 0.2 of a second. There is Kirill Kutskov driving the wheels off the barrel up, but it's P5 for Kirill at the moment. We go back in the pack to Douwe de Decker, who has stormed through the field. From grid 17, the Belgians up into 6th place, ahead of Maciej Guadic equally, who's come from grid 19. He's now the top Ricky Flynn Motorsport driver. There's the pole going through. Alexander Bondarev has just come across the line now as Kavalkin with the move. 2.5 laps remaining, and the Paralin now into position 1. Nicely done by Anatoly Kavalkin, the former WSK mini champion, goes back into the top spot. Ditsiev is being caught not only by Matviv, but Nathan Tai as well. Tai goes so deep under brakes. We know the Sodi kart gets better and better and better as the laps go on, but he's only got 2 laps now remaining to get up onto the podium. Nathan Tai from the north of England on the back of the Kloski Motorsport Tony Kart, the Ward Racing Tony Kart, but it's the Paralin in position 1 of Anatoly Kavalkin. Kutzkov back to 5. Dowie Dedeker is too far back. He's fighting himself with Miguel Costa, who's up into 7th place. They go back down the back straight for the penultimate time. Anatoly Kavalkin puts it in the middle of the circuit. This is not over yet. Stand by, keep one eye on Kirill Kutzkov. If these 4 drivers come together, Kutzkov may yet have glory here this afternoon. Alexander Bondarev still circulating half a lap behind, down in 34th place. They come across the line. This is the last lap, the WSK Supermaster Series final. The final lap, the final round in okjunior here at Sarnal. Tai desperate to get by. And now Ditsiev on the back of Kavalkin. Matviv in position 3. Watch Nathan Tai. Ditsiev on the back of Kavalkin. It's not over yet. Kirill Kutzkov desperately trying to draw himself into this battle, but he's too far back in the Birulat. Down the back straight for the final time. Anatoly Kavalkin looks over his right shoulder, puts it in the middle of the circuit. Ditsiev thinks about it. Watch Nathan Tai. Sweeps around the outside to try and take the pole sitter, but he's on the outside of the fastest qualifier, Dmitry Matveev. The final opportunity coming up. Kavalkin looks over his right shoulder, puts it in the middle of the circuit. Kavalkin will win. Anatoly Kavalkin with a brilliant drive as Tai comes together with Matviv. Anatoly Kavalkin wins the final round of the WSK Supermaster Series. Ditsiev second, Tai on the podium in third. Matviv misses out. We wait for Alexander Bondarev to cross the line. We are